Hey crew, it's Bit, and I'm back with another reaction video. We're going to dive back into MESUS today. This is the white sin. This is bound to be controversial. I don't care. We're going to get into it and we're going to see what's up. And I really just did that again. It's one of them days.
One of the most disturbing things over the past few days, I think, has been the treatment of whiteness as some kind of moral disease. Yeah. You know, apparently all white people are racist.
I'm sorry George Floyd got killed. I kneel, but I don't feel white guilt. That's real.
That man got exactly what he asked for. Like exactly what he asked for. First off, he swallowed the 2 drugs that were found in his system that caused his death. Second off, he complained the entire time about the lack of breathing, but that was because of the drugs that were in his system the whole time. And then he was in the car and asked to be held where he was. And the proper way of doing that was what the guy did. He did not deserve the charge that he caught or got convicted with. He didn't. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but I'm not sorry if that offends you. That man, I can't say his name, but that man got exactly what he asked for. Not what he deserved, but what he asked for. Now, there should be some accountability, absolutely. Like, they never should have taken him out of the car. They should have left him in the car, regardless of whether he couldn't breathe or not. They should have left him in the car. So there should be some accountability. But there was nothing wrong with that hold. I'm sorry, there wasn't. What happened with him and what happened with Tony Tempa, I can say one name and not the other one. And what happened with Tony Tempa was actually a little bit worse. But they don't care. So it is what it is. I don't care if that offends you. Like, it is what it is.
Had guns in my face a bunch. By cops, had my face slammed off my trunk. By cops, piece of shit come in every race. That's facts. Some work for the fucking state and wear a badge. Doesn't matter where you come from. Black hood, yo, this shit affecting everyone. Backwoods, I'm not sorry I was born white. You act like it was my choice. You act like it was my need. It suffocated George Floyd. You act like I don't give a shit. You act like I did this shit. You act like I think that all black folks are ignorant. I refuse to be labeled as the same across the table. Baby rapping, shedding all the way to Cain and Abel. I ain't Karen in the park and I ain't Derek Chauvin. I ain't nothing like those motherfuckers. Skin's the only thing we have in common. I'm a phone watching George dying. Swear to God, if I was there, I would've rushed the cops or died trying. And
see, I was just as upset as everyone else until the other tapes and stuff came out that some of y'all probably still don't even know about. But like, there's a reason that made it on the news the way it did. There's a reason why it got shoved in your face every day the way it did. And it was for people like my little brother right here. It was. It wasn't really even for the darker melanated brothers, but it was for my brother like my brother MESUS right here. The ones like me who actually sympathize. It was to get us spun up because they were already going to get spun up, but it was to get us spun up. That's why they did that. We need to quit being so reactionary to those situations. There is absolutely injustice that happens. It is not very often attributable to this. It is attributable to the thing that they wear, and it is attributable to you will respect my authority, but it is very rarely actually attributable to that. More people, by population and statistically speaking, are this melanin that have these issues, but you don't hear about any of them. That is a real thing. That is a real agenda to keep us separated. Now, I don't care what ist you call me. There are a whole list of ists, and it doesn't matter which one you pick. I have one name and one name alone. Child of God. That's the only one I care about. You, to me, have one name. Child of God. And that is the only thing I care about. I will judge you based on your character, absolutely. But I will not judge you based on your melanin at all.
And I ain't saying it's the fault of people. people that it didn't. I'm just saying I ain't sitting back, white or black, fuck pigment. Victim is a victim, and so you don't get me wrong. The only ones that's in the wrong had the badges and pistols on. Along the same thought process, if I'm being honest.
But see, that ain't true. That ain't true. Like, and to let it pass by like it is true is a sin. Once you have the knowledge, right? That man took fentanyl and methamphetamine together. That's what his problem was. That's where his death came from. I don't care what anybody else says. I know about those things.
Why am I supposed to feel guilty for shit that I ain't involved with? I ain't never been to Klan rallies, neither has my...
No, but I have been recruited. I told him no. And I quit fucking with the people. But like I didn't know prior. Like, I worked with the guy. And like, I didn't know that was a, like, and he asked me, hey bro, you want to join the Klan? Like, what? I thought he was joking at first. And he's like, no bro, I'm serious. And, no bro, you got me wrong. Like, that ain't my tip. That it really ain't my tip. And then I quit fucking with the dude. Like, we didn't really fuck, like, we didn't do it anyway. Like, we worked together. But like, I quit talking to him and shit. Like, I don't fuck with that energy.
Granddaddy, ex-girl is black, almost had a black granddaddy. When I get a tan, I look mucho Mexican. Think I never been.
I have been mistaken for the amigo many a time, bro.
No problemos, better guess again. Guess we back to guess again. Cause of this mess we in. Even though I never been one that hate because of skin. Fuck it, paint us all with the same brush. Don't blame the bad apples, blame the whole bunch. I feel like Sonny, this ruined my whole lunch. Sick to my stomach, God, I don't know who to trust. One channel says this, one channel says that. One says he ain't resist, one says he fought back. Yo, I thought that, what if we have...
How about we wait and find out? Like, that has been my default fall too, and for the last few years. Like, I'm gonna hold off before I get all outraged, because more evidence is out there. This was the 9th, so like this was right when it happened. I think it happened the day after my birthday. So like this was the next day. So he was trying to prove a point. Why is that on? So he was trying to make his point, to be heard, to show solidarity. But then we find out that the meth and the fentanyl, the resistance, the fighting, all of that what contributes. If you watch the video of the man on the ground, objectively, most of the time, the guy's knee was on the shoulder, right here. That is a legitimate hole. Like, there's no reason why it shouldn't be. Now, yes, in the resistance, his knee did slip a couple times. But it wasn't strangulation that killed the man. It was heart failure. There was an ambulance on the way. That's why I got there so quick. I remember the day, like, everybody was like, well, why these people showed up in sheriff's department uniforms and the ambulance so fast if they wasn't wrong. Like, they had been called for the ambulance. Like, when he was in the car, before they took him out of the car, like, they had been called for assistance. They never should have took him out of the car. If they wouldn't have taken him out of the car, he might be alive now, but he was already in cardiac distress. Already in the car.
Roles reversed, and I was in a hearse. I wonder how many cities would have burned.
None.
When will we learn? God, I know you coming to take us home to that paradise that don't see color. Just my brother.
Don't be looking for the rapture.
Just my sister, just my family. Just one nation under God. Just humanity. It's God's planet, man. We need to get our shit together. It's God's plan for people to live free and peace together.
Yep.
Forever.
And that's what's coming.
So,
but it's on the backside of some really bad shit.
rest in peace, George Floyd. You deserve justice. Along with everyone who died from racist motherfuckers. And cause of...
See, again, that's the jump into conclusions right there. Like, I hope that MESUS is in a better place now, with this situation than he was here, because right here, this is contributing to the problem. And like, that's my brother. Like, that's my little brother right here. You can be wrong and I still love you. He's wrong here.
That you best believe I'm taking a knee to show respect. But if you waiting on a pop,
I ain't kneeling. I ain't kneeling. I kneel for my God, and that's a wrap.
apologies for me to hold your breath. I'm not guilty.
And I'm not guilty.
No, I'm not guilty.
This might be the one, y'all. This might be the one that gets me banned. Because that is definitely going to be some unpopular opinion. But I don't care. I got to tell the truth where I see it. This was not the truth. Now, I understand. At this point in time, information was limited. The narrative on the news was horror. It was terrible. I was mad too. But I waited. Like, I learned that lesson back in 2016, the last time this cycle kicked off like this. And it is a cycle every 4 years. Say MESUS, little brother, I appreciate the song, even if I don't appreciate the message. I do. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me. And I'm praying for you every single day. This been Pit Steak.